Losing a loved one is one of the most difficult experiences we face. Amidst the heavy grief, you are often tasked with making a series of important, time-sensitive decisions. Organizing a funeral in the United States can feel overwhelming, but you do not have to navigate it alone. In this step-by-step guide, we will walk you through the practical steps of planning a meaningful farewell so you can focus on honoring their memory. The hours immediately following the loss of a loved one can feel overwhelming, but there are just a few essential steps you need to take right away. Your first priority is obtaining a legal pronouncement of death. If your loved one passes away unexpectedly at home, call 911 immediately so paramedics can make the official declaration. If they were in a hospital or under hospice care, the attending medical staff will handle this process for you. Take a deep breath. You do not need to rush this moment. Once the pronouncement is made, you will need to arrange for the transportation of your loved one. This is usually when you make your first contact with a funeral home. Take a moment to search online for local options to find a funeral director you feel comfortable with. When you call, their staff will respectfully come to the residence or hospital to transfer your loved one into their care. Remember, calling a funeral home right now doesn't mean you have to plan the entire service today. It simply sets the necessary care in motion. Once the immediate steps are taken, one of the most important decisions you will face is selecting a funeral home to help guide you through the process. Funeral homes provide essential support, from managing complex logistics and filing necessary paperwork to preparing the deceased with care and dignity. Start by researching and considering locations that are convenient for your family and expected guests. It is perfectly acceptable and even encouraged to contact more than one funeral home to compare their services and get a feel for their approach. A welcoming environment and a deeply compassionate staff can make a significant difference during this incredibly challenging time. When you meet with a funeral director, remember that their primary role is to advocate for and support your family's wishes. They should be completely transparent about costs from the beginning and provide you with a general price list, which is required by federal law. Don't hesitate to ask key questions during your consultation. What specific services and packages do they offer? How do they handle pricing transparency and payment options? Are they experienced with your specific cultural or religious traditions? Finding a professional who listens carefully and respects your budget will give you invaluable peace of mind as you plan a meaningful tribute. When organizing a funeral, one of the first and most significant decisions you will face is choosing between a traditional burial and cremation. Both options offer meaningful ways to honor your loved one, but they come with different considerations, costs, and traditions. A traditional burial often provides a permanent physical resting place for family and friends to visit. This typically involves purchasing a casket, a burial vault, and a cemetery plot. Many families find comfort in a graveside service, where a casket is respectfully lowered and loved ones can leave flowers to pay their final respects. Cremation has become increasingly popular in the United States, often chosen for its flexibility and generally lower cost. Families can choose to keep the ashes in an urn, place them in a columbarium niche, or scatter them in a meaningful location. From a modern cremation facility to a quiet forest clearing, cremation allows for a highly personalized farewell. To help you decide, consider the practical aspects. Burial offers a traditional, permanent memorial, but generally has higher costs and environmental impacts. Cremation is usually more affordable and flexible, but may lack a central physical location for mourning unless you purchase a niche or plot. Ultimately, the right choice depends on your family's personal, religious, and financial preferences. A funeral or memorial service is more than just a formality. It is a profound opportunity to honor a unique life. Today, there is no single right way to say goodbye. Whether you envision a small, intimate gathering at a graveside or a traditional service in a church filled with friends and family, the focus should be on reflecting the personality, values, and passions of the person you are remembering. Personalizing the tribute is what makes a service truly meaningful. Think about what brought them joy. You might host a modern memorial where guests share stories surrounded by photo collages, cherished memorabilia, or their favorite hobbies. Crafting a visual legacy through a carefully curated slideshow sparks beautiful memories, inviting attendees to celebrate the life lived rather than just mourning the loss. Consider the elements that engage the senses and evoke emotion. Music is incredibly powerful. Instead of standard hymns, you might invite a musician to play their favorite melodies on a guitar or piano. Instead of traditional lilies, arrange flowers that represent their vibrant spirit or favorite colors. And when it comes to spoken tributes, a heartfelt, handwritten eulogy or opening the floor for spontaneous storytelling can provide deep comfort and connection for everyone present. Dealing with legal paperwork is often the last thing on your mind after a loss, but it is a vital step. Start by securing multiple certified copies of the death certificate. The funeral home can usually help with this process. You will need these official copies for almost everything, from claiming life insurance benefits to closing out personal bank accounts. Next, locate the deceased's will and any related estate planning documents. These important papers will clearly identify the executor of the estate and might even outline specific funeral wishes or prepaid arrangements, which can greatly ease the burden of decision-making during such an emotional time. Finally, keep track of time-sensitive notifications. You will need to promptly notify government agencies like the Social Security Administration, as well as credit bureaus. To avoid feeling overwhelmed, create a dedicated binder to organize all official documents, contracts, and receipts in one secure place. Organizing a funeral is a significant financial commitment, often adding unexpected stress to an already emotional time. In the United States, an average traditional funeral can cost several $1,000s. To manage expenses, it is crucial to understand the cost breakdown. Key components include funeral home fees, the casket or urn, and the cemetery plot. Remember, you have the right to request an itemized price list. Do not hesitate to discuss your budget openly. An empathetic funeral director or financial advisor can help you navigate options to honor your loved one without compromising your financial well-being. If costs are overwhelming, explore financial assistance. Eligible survivors may claim a Social Security death benefit, while veterans often qualify for burial allowances. Always check for pre-need arrangements or life insurance to help ease the burden. Organizing a funeral is an incredibly demanding task, and it is entirely normal to feel overwhelmed right now. Please remember to give yourself grace. You don't have to navigate this heavy process alone. Lean on your loved ones, community, or local support groups for comfort and a helping hand. If you need further guidance on what to do next, we are here for you. Visit funeralus.com for comprehensive guides, step-by-step checklists, and professional resources designed specifically to support you through every stage of this difficult journey. We hope this guide has brought you some clarity and comfort. If you found it helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment below if you have questions or want to share your story. Take care, and we wish you peace as you move forward.